Do you know that the median price of a single family home in the Jordanelle area near Park City, Utah has gone up 91%? That's right. We are now sitting at 3.288 million for a single family home in the Jordanelle area. Why has this area exploded? Well, if you're new to my channel, then you're about to find out. If you're somebody who is coming back for another Park City market update, welcome back. Today, I'm going to bring you a comprehensive Park City market update. So whether you're a potential buyer, whether you're a potential seller, or you're just curious about what's happening in the market in general, make sure you stay tuned because we're going to dive into it all.
All right, so let's really dive into what's happening here. So if we look at the Park City market overall, we've got 6, about 6 areas, right? Park City, Synderville Basin, Jordanelle, Heber Valley, Kamas, Wanship, and Hoytsville. So you can see in Park City, this is year over year. We're up 16% in how much we've sold. So we've been selling a lot. The average price is 4.7. That's up 6%. Our median price is 3.6. That is down 6%. In Synderville Basin, we had 280 that sold in the last year. That's up 3%. So still selling more. And average price is 3.4. Median price is 2.3. So we're up 13% in the Synderville Basin area. Jordanelle, there were 76 that were sold. And that's actually down. So we're not selling as much out there. I think prices have really shot up out there and it has shocked people. So it's definitely been a lot slower out there. I've noticed that Hideout is a really, really slow market, Soaring Hawk especially. I've shown a lot of properties out there. I've pretty much shown every property out there and even one property twice. And, it's an amazing property. It's gorgeous. It's one of the best out there, still sitting on the market. So a lot of those properties are sitting on the market. They've been on the market for about a year. There's nothing wrong with them. It's just the area has really slowed down and prices have really shot up over there. But then there's a different story when you move to Sky Ridge, or a different story when you move to Toohey, or a different story when you move to Victory Ranch and Benlock Ranch and Marcella Club and Deer Valley East Base Village and Mayflower Lakeside and some of the developments that are around Jordanelle, like in Deer Mountain and Black Rock Ridge and Deer Springs and Deer Waters and Lakeview Estates or Lakeside Estates. So if we look at Jordanelle, up 91% for a single family home to 3.288 million. For the Heber Valley, we are selling a ton out there. So Heber Valley is exploding 32% more. We've sold more out there over the last year. And the median price for Heber Valley is $945. So it is just down 1%. For the Kamas Valley, things are actually really slow in Kamas. Kamas has definitely cooled off. Only 71 homes sold out there. That's down 23%. And the median price is $925, which is also down 24%. And then you've got Wanship and Hoytsville, which is still kind of like up and coming. Like people are kind of afraid to dip their toes in over there. It's sort of the up and coming place. It's sort of going to be the next Heber. I feel like Kamas Valley and Colville are still very overlooked. There's still a lot of developers poking their noses around over there. There's a lot of new developments happening in Kamas. And you can get a great house in Kamas. You're just a little bit farther out. And, it's country, it's farmland, it's horses, it's cows, it's 2 stoplights in Kamas. Colville's the same way, right? The main street's really quaint. It's really small. It just kind of hasn't grown yet. So only 39 homes sold out there in the last year. That's down 24%. But the median price has increased to $747, which is up 11%. So for our total primary market, we sold 866 homes last year. And for a average median price for all of those areas, 1.680 million, that's up 8.9%. So single family homes, the number of single family homes sold in the 12 months through the first quarter of 2024 across the primary market area of Summit and Wasatch counties was only 1% less than the same period of 2023, a healthy increase of 8.9% in the median sales price to 1.68 million confirmed that a great deal of more stability has returned to the market. So strong and stable market, a little bit lagging. Interest rates haven't quite come down like we thought they were going to. We still have low inventory. Things are still selling, but it's just kind of taking longer. So we've returned to a stable market, the market that we haven't seen in quite some time, and it's an indication that we're back to kind of our normal, stable, strong selves. So highlights for the single family home market include, so within Park City limits, this is the 84060. The total unit sales were up 16% to 111 units, and sales volume was up 23%. The median price of a single family home in the Park City limits fell, right? Where we dropped 6%. So 3.67 million if you want to end up in the 84060. Only 33 homes sold in the popular Old Town area in the last year, and the median price dipped 5% to 3.8 million. Synderville Basin residents followed with they are up. So sales volume is up 21%, and there is an average median price. Market activity across the Wasatch Back varied considerably between neighborhoods and major areas. Heber Valley reported the strongest sale gains, confirming the booming activity in that area is driven by confirming the booming activity in that area driven by the lack of inventory in the older infilled areas and attractiveness of the expansion of the Deer Valley East Base Village and ski resort around the Jordanelle. Promontory had the largest gain, so you're up 48% quarter over quarter and 35% year over year. The median price for a Promontory home is now above $5 million. Canyons Village held the crown on the most expensive area with a median price again once topping $10 million. Among the outlying areas, the Jordanelle and Kamas Valley areas nearly tied for the lowest number of sales, only 76 and 71 sales. The median price of the Jordanelle nearly doubled. If we cruise to land, so let's check out land. So if we look at Park City, I like to look at the median price. So in this column over here, so median price for 84060 is 1.745 million. That's down 10%. For Synderville Basin, you're at $1 million, down 8%. But we also want to look at the sales. So only 14 sold in the 84060, 73 sold out in the basin. Jordanelle is selling land like crazy. 139 sold, median price of 1.180. So it's up 68%. Heber Valley is 78%. There were 78 sales for land. You're up to a median price of $522.50, up 12%. Kamas Valley had 31 sales. Your median price is $375, up 7%. So land is getting more expensive, but it's also harder to sell and it sits on the market a lot longer. For the Park City area for condos, you've got, this is the 84060. So you've got a median price of 1.480. That's down 8%. For the Synderville Basin, it's $1,030,000. That's up 2%. For Jordanelle, it's $1,095,000. That's up 11%. For Heber Valley, it's $590,000. That's up 26%. And for Kamas Valley, it's $825,000, which is up 31%. As we head into kind of what's happening with the nuances of condos. So prices in the condominium market across the entire Wasatch Back varied as widely as the single family homes. The Synderville Basin and Jordanelle areas showed 30% changes in sales volume, with Jordanelle going up by that much and the basin dropping by about the same. Park City dropped while Heber Valley exploded. These variations canceled each other out, so the overall median returned relatively flat. The condo market in the Old Town neighborhood continued to be strong, with sales up 4% on slight downtick on the sales price. The median price of a condominium Old Town dipped slightly to $1.2 million. Canyons Village, which accounts for 65% of all the sales volume in the Synderville Basin area for condos, suffered a steep decline in sales, with units and volumes down to 22 to 28%, while prices varied a little bit from the previous year. In Wasatch County, areas where 10 or more sales are reported, areas around the Jordanelle continued a trend we expect to see a lot of in the future: new resort activity stimulating sales and rising prices. Condo unit sales were up 30% on a double-digit gain in median sales price. The median price for a condo around the Jordanelle is now above $1 million. What are the takeaways from this quarter's number? So demand continues to improve, but it's slow. For the past 2 quarters, pendant sales have exceeded the same quarter for the year before, and we are now above pre-pandemic levels. All the trend lines for Greater Park City closed sales showed year over year we are stable. Heber Valley, on the other hand, shows a marked increase in the number of sales over the past 2 years, while Kamas Valley is showing downward. Inventory levels continue to show slight improvement, but have stalled over the past 18 months. We're still down from pre-pandemic levels. Overall pricing continues to show gains throughout the market. However, there is a considerable difference between price trends in town versus the basin. For relatively small market, Park City is complex and nuanced, and managing market expectations can be challenging. In addition, real estate is expensive here. The median priced home in the basin is nearly $2.5 million, and within the Park City limits, it's $3.5 million. So you have $1 million difference from the 84098 to the 84060. The market is in transition, it's nuanced, and more than ever, buyers and sellers need a knowledgeable agent who understands the neighborhoods and the differences between the neighborhoods and the areas. This is one of my favorite slides. So this is an absorption rate by area. So this is going to be the in town. This is the 84060, Deer Valley, Old Town, Park Meadows, Thanes, Prospector, all those neighborhoods. If you are trying to sell a condo and you are under 1.480, you should sell in about 3.5 months. If you're over that median price, you'll sell in about 5 months. For a single family home, if you're under 3.675, you should sell in about 4.1 months. If you're over that median price, about 8.4 months. If we move to the Basin and the Jordanelle, it's kind of interesting how they combined Jordanelle with the Basin. I don't really know if I like that. I feel like Jordanelle needs to be its own area because there's a lot of new construction happening out there, and everything with Mayflower and Marcella and Pioche Village. It's just every development is so different. So for a condo, if you're under $1,055,000, about 5.8 months. If you're over that, about 5.4 months. For single family homes, if you are under 2.6, about 1.1 months. If you're over 2.6, about 7.3 months. For the Heber Valley, if you're trying to sell a condo in Heber, it is going to be 945. If you're under 945, about 2.1 months. If you're over 945, about 9.4 months. So that's a really big difference. And for the Kamas Valley, things are, I mean, look how long single family homes are sitting on the market over here. So if you're under 925, about 7.8 months. If you're over 925, about 20 months. It's like almost 2 years, right? That's insane. That's crazy. So Kamas is definitely seeing a little bit of a downturn. I'm not sure why. It's a little bit farther out. It's definitely more year-round folks living out there. Okay, so the slide that everybody loves, prices. So prices in the long run since January 1st of 2001 have appreciated 6.8% annually. So prices have now recovered and doubled since the median price peaked in January of 2008. So if you're looking at this thinking like, is Park City a good place to buy? Like what I tell everybody, this is a place where you park your money and you let it appreciate and you hold on to it for a long-term investment. It's not a place that you're going to get a lot of cash flow out of simply because it's very seasonal. There's different areas that affect different things. So if you're looking for really stable cash flow, you're better off doing long-term rentals than vacation rentals because it just kind of depends on what kind of ski season we have, right? And if you're willing to spend more money, like if you have a $5 million budget and can buy into St. Regis, those are some of like the top producing short-term rentals. Like those condos at St. Regis, some of them gross like $400K a year or more. But I mean, you're spending a lot more money to make a lot more money. So it really depends on your budget, the area, the amenities. If you're getting a loan, if you're paying cash, you're a lot better off. If you have a loan, you're definitely probably barely going to break even, but you'll always make a little bit of money to offset the cost of ownership, whether that be the HOA fees or the property taxes. You'll be able to offset your cost of ownership, which helps out a little bit if you choose to rent it out. There's a lot of people that are like, I do not want strangers sleeping in my bed. This is strictly a second home for us. And they just see the long-term investment in it. So I always like to show people this slide. It lets people know we're a really strong and stable market. It's one of the best places to park your money. It's a no-brainer. So I love this slide too. So just curious, Heber versus Kamas Valley. And you can see since January of 2020, Heber Valley and Kamas Valley have appreciated 79% and 77%, right? So that is a pretty crazy slide to kind of understand what's happening in the Heber and the Kamas Valley. So our market is complex, it's nuanced, and managing market expectations of people is very challenging. So real estate is expensive here. The median priced home in the basin is more than 2.5 million, and there are only 2 homes that are currently listed under 1 million at 780K in Silver Creek. So if you're a buyer, if you're a seller, be well advised that you just need a local agent to help you navigate the process. My name is Nicole Bowdle. I'm a local real estate agent here in Park City, Utah. I've lived here for 38 years. Canyons Village is my backyard. If you are serious about selling, interview me. Please just interview me. I'd love to explain to you how I can help you, what I'm going to do for you from A to Z. I always tell people, do you want an agent who's just going to stack listings and wait for a buyer to come along? Or do you want an agent who understands marketing and is going to aggressively market your property to get it as in front of as many qualified buyers as possible who will pay your price or more? If you're a buyer looking to buy here in Park City, I help tons of out-of-state buyers. It is definitely my niche. I help a lot of people that are out of state. All of my buyers roughly are basically out of state, 100% of them. And I love to do Zoom consultations with them and just get to know you, what you're looking for. And then you need to actually hire me. So then, I need to present to you what I'm actually going to do for you, what I charge, and how the process works. So I'd love to explain that to you on a Zoom consultation. There's definitely some changes coming down the pipeline. So if you are a buyer, there's going to be a lot of changes in our industry. So it is vital that we do connect via a consultation, a discovery call, whatever you want to call it, to see if you think that I am actually the right fit for you and you do want to hire me.